All right, let's dive into something that's absolutely crucial for all of us today. How to stay safe in the digital world. And more importantly, how to spot all the hoaxes out there that are designed to trick you. I mean, just think about it for a second. So much of our lives are happening online. It's where we go to have fun, right? We're gaming, we're learning new things, we're connecting with our friends. It's a massive part of our world. But, and this is a big but, for all that awesome stuff, there's also a dark side. Lurking just around the corner are things like hoaxes, fake stories meant to fool you, really nasty hate speech, and even people trying to steal your personal data. And this is where it gets really dangerous, because if we don't know what we're looking for, we can accidentally become part of the problem. We see something that looks real, we get angry or excited, we hit share, and boom, suddenly we've helped spread a lie that can cause a ton of confusion or even real harm. So, what's the plan? How do we fight back and use the internet without getting fooled? Well, the answer is a really powerful idea called digital literacy. Think of it as your personal toolkit for navigating the online world like a pro. Okay, digital literacy might sound a little bit academic, right? But what it really means, according to UNESCO, is the whole package. It's not just about knowing how to use a computer. It's about being able to find information, figure out what it means, decide if it's trustworthy, and then share or create your own stuff, all in a way that's safe and responsible. To make this whole idea easier to get our heads around, we can actually break digital literacy down into 4 essential pillars. If you can get a handle on these 4 areas, you'll be well on your way to becoming a super smart and safe digital citizen. So let's jump into the first one. Our foundation, our starting point, is digital skills. This is the how-to part of being online. It's really about knowing your way around the technology itself. So this means you can confidently use all the amazing tools the internet has to offer. And we're not just talking about turning on a device. We're talking about really understanding how the digital world operates. This is what makes you a savvy user, not just a passive scroller. For instance, just knowing how to use a search engine effectively, that is your #1 defense against a suspicious-looking headline. And understanding how different online spaces work helps you spot when someone's behavior is, a little off, or designed to manipulate you. Okay, let's move on to our second pillar, digital culture. This isn't about what you can do online, it's about how you do it. It all comes down to your attitude. Digital culture is all about building a better online community. Together, it's about bringing positive, real-world values like respect, honesty, and teamwork into all of our digital interactions. It's about making the internet a better place for everyone. And the key thing here is that we're all in this together. A positive online culture is one where we actually help each other out, where we call out misinformation when we see it and build a community based on truth, instead of letting it get torn down by rumors and lies. And that leads us perfectly to pillar number 3, digital ethics. This one is huge. It's basically our moral compass online, and it connects directly to our main goal today, stopping the spread of hoaxes. Think of digital ethics like the rules of the road for being a good person online. It's about knowing right from wrong and then actually acting on it when you post or comment or share something. And would you look at that? The very first point right there. Not spreading hoaxes. That is the absolute core of being an ethical digital citizen. It also includes really important stuff like respecting people's privacy, not engaging with hate speech, and just trying to be polite and respectful, even when you disagree with someone. Okay, our final pillar is digital security. This is the really practical side of things. It's all about actively protecting yourself, your accounts, your data, and your devices from all the threats out there. This is your digital shield. It's all the stuff you do to keep your information safe, from using strong passwords to knowing how to spot a scam email. It's about putting up a wall to protect yourself from people who are trying to cause harm. And just to show you how advanced these threats can get, let's talk about one of the most sophisticated, kind of scary hoaxes out there right now, the deepfake. This is where AI is used to create incredibly realistic, but completely fake videos. I mean, this technology is just wild. It can literally swap someone's face onto another person's body. It can make it look like they're saying words they never ever said. It can even change their facial expressions or clone their voice entirely. This is hoaxing on a whole other level. And here's why this is such a huge deal. If we can't tell the difference between what's real and what's fake, we become incredibly vulnerable. We can be tricked by political propaganda, we can fall for really elaborate scams, or we could be made to believe something that is just a flat-out lie.
So, as we start to wrap this up, if there's one thing you take away, it's this. Digital literacy isn't really a technical skill. It's a form of intelligence. It's about being a critical thinker and a responsible citizen every time you go online.
I mean, look at the choice right here. You can be a passive user, vulnerable to hoaxes, sharing things without a second thought, and leaving your data at risk. Or you can choose to be a smart digital citizen, someone who actually stops and evaluates information, who communicates respectfully, and who actively protects themselves. We all get to make that choice. And that brings us to our final question, and this one is for you. Now that you're armed with these 4 pillars, skills, culture, ethics, and security, you have the tools you need. So what's the first step you're going to take to put them into action?